Hello, Shamai, and welcome back to a new episode of the Austrian adventure with SCR Altach. And today we face an incredibly tough test at the start of the second season, the challenge, which will be revealed to you very soon. But first, we are going to have a look at how the transfers have gone. Now, I'm not very happy with how business has gone. The squad is looking incredibly thin. I may have invested too much in wages in certain players, but let's still take a look at how things have gone. First, on the outs, the only real big one, Hans Eigner, gone £110,000 to SC here in Wien. Now, considering how old he is, I was happy with that. Apparently, he's still valued at 250k. That's a lot for a 36-year-old. The only other things, Nguat Mahop left, knew that was happening, but still a bit gutted. Hasn't joined anyone yet. Maybe we could swoop in and get him back in the team. A couple of loans going out. João Gabriel's gone on loan to someone in our league, actually, so we can see how he performs in the Austrian Premier Division. And Divine Nal left on a loan, who's a little bit of a wonder kid that we've signed from Ghana. Was at Man City. We've loaned him out to Chemnitz in Germany. So let's take a look at the ins. We got Paulinho. Unfortunately, not the Spurs Paulinho, but still a very good player. Fantastic for this division. We got him on a 40k, and considering he's valued at 400k, I think we had him on a steal, really. Very good player, some good flair in there, good vision, good technique, and good passing. We also brought in Adrian Grbic, who I think was supposed to be signing before I even took over the club. So, very good, solid player. I'm happy with him in the team. He's got some great potential. For his age, he's a very well-rounded player, so I'm hoping he can improve. Marvin Wanitsek was someone I brought in purely as backup. He's going to be playing as a backup midfielder. Then we brought in Serdar Dursun, who is going to be our quality striker. We scored 5 goals in just 13 games at Greuther Fürth last season. Very good player. Target man, he's going to be our new Hans Eigner. We also brought in Zlatko Tripic from Greuther Fürth on a free, valued at 1.2 million so far. Very good player. He's got a little bit extra potential to give, but what he's at right now is also pretty good. He's got 17 aggression. I didn't realise that. Very aggressive player. We also brought in George Elias, who's probably going to play second fiddle to Serdar Dursun, but not to worry, he's a fantastic backup striker. We also brought in Divine Nah, who we talked about, and Jürgen Giasseler, experienced 31-year-old who's going to probably play backup to Paulinho, maybe play in this position behind Paulinho a couple of times to give him some support, depend on how things go. So let's take a look at how pre-season went. And we played first 2 competitive games this season. We beat Zeltweg 5-0 in the FA Cup, easy win. And a lot of the friendlies went quite well as well. They were all very low-down teams apart from Slova and Liberec. And then we drew 1-0 against Sankt Pölten in our first game. As you can see, we have to play Wolfsburg. We got a nightmare draw in the third qualifying round. It's Wolfsburg, one of the best teams in the competition at this stage. Bit gutted with that, but nonetheless, we will take on the challenge. Here's the team for today. Luxa in goals, Lienhardt, Netzer, Zek and Schilling at the back. Same as last season. Boris Prokopic and Toby Kynes. Actually, no, we're going to put Zwischenberger in instead of Toby Kynes. And then at the front 4, which is all changed from last season, we have Tripic on the right, Paulinho in the middle, Grbic on the left, and Serdar Dursun up front. Let's get into the game and see how things will go. Now, Wolfsburg have got some fantastic players in their team. They've got the likes of Mario Gomez, Viorinia, and Christian Tello as their front 3. So it's going to be a very difficult game to try and get something from. I'm hoping for a clean sheet at home, not to give them the away goal. We're playing on control, bit risky. I'm hoping that the players can perform, and Adrian Grbic has been injured in the first 5 minutes. Not the greatest start. So we only have Galvao come on in that position. He's recovering, he's doing alright. Suffered a dead leg, so he might last until half-time. That's what the plan is, keeping him on until half-time. As half-time approaches, we're 30 minutes in, and we got the first highlight of the game. It's a poor throw from Lienhardt. Christian Tello on the ball. He's racing into the box. He strikes it, looks and makes a good save. I was worrying then. Good run from Christian Tello, almost getting into the box. We're definitely going to have to take Adrian Grbic off at half-time. He's looking absolutely knackered out there. If you look at the ratings, things aren't going very well for our team so far. It's 0-0 though. Still in the game at half-time. We're going to take Grbic off for Galvao, yes. And then try and get a little bit of confidence into the team. Okay, this team talk's not going as expected. couple of players a little bit happier going into the second half. We've yet to have a shot on target in this game. Wolfsburg have had 3. We've now had a shot on target. Fantastic news. We approached 60 minutes. We've already made 1 sub, so I'm not going to make another one until the 70-minute mark. So I'll bring on George Elias for his competitive debut, maybe? I'm not entirely sure. And we're going to bring on George Elias because Dursun hasn't played very well. We're going to get him on as a poacher and try and, I don't know, maybe some good balls through from Paulinho or Trippic or Galvao to set him through on goals. 80 minutes gone. As we approach 90 minutes here, I think this game is going to finish 0-0. Galvao on the ball, up to Schilling, to Paulinho. I can't imagine there's another chance in this. Prokopic, we're playing some nice football in midfield. Some good possession football. We haven't had much possession all game, really. Ball to George Elias. What can he do with it now? There's 2 seconds left, and there we go. Full-time whistle, 0-0. Not a bad performance. I'm not going to tell him it was disappointing. I'll say unlucky. I thought we played really well there. To get a 0-0 draw at home to Wolfsburg may not sound the best, but it's not too bad. We go away now. I'll bring back when we're ready with the team for the second leg. Okay guys, here we are back, ready for the second leg, away in Germany to Wolfsburg. We're going to be playing on defensive. We're going to try and sit back and defend for our lives, which is going pretty well. We played 1 game in between. We beat Sturmkreis 2-0 to put us top of the Premier Division after just 2 games. Fantastic news there. The team for today is a little bit different. Looks in goals, Lienhardt, Netzer, Zek and Schilling in the back. That's the same, as well as Prokopic and Zwischenberger. Here's the little change. We've got Trippic on the right, not as an inside forward, as a winger. Jürgen Giassola as the advanced playmaker role behind the striker. Paulinho on the left, because he's very good at playing on the left as well. And Serdar Dursun, who did score last game. He's scored 3 goals in 4 appearances so far, so he's pretty good. So we're going in defensive. Let's see how we can get on in this game. I think Wolfsburg are playing pretty much the exact same team as last time. We've changed it around a bit to try and get some more quality players playing up front, because that Giassola, I think is how you pronounce it, is a very, very good player. We want to get him and Paulinho on the pitch. So if we do get a counter-attack, we've got as much quality as possible at the top of the pitch. So we have the start of the game now. We've got possession. This is the first highlight of the game. I don't know whether anything's actually going to come from it. Dursun does well to get fouled and win us a free kick. Still don't think anything will come from this. It's probably just the first highlight. Prokopic back to Netzer. To Prokopic, to Giassola, to Zwischenberger, into Dursun, and we've scored. 50 seconds in, we've got the away goal. That means so much in European football. I thought this was just the start highlight. Zwischenberger with a perfect ball through to Serdar Dursun, and he finishes in style. We're 1-0 up after 50 seconds. What an unbelievable start. But just a minute later, we've conceded. Just a minute later, Luis Gustavo has scored. All our happiness is over within a minute. So much for defending. We're still going through as it stands because of away goals. But that was pretty poor. Luxa didn't really have a chance there. Gustavo smashes it in. Well, I wouldn't say poor start. We've scored. That's the main thing. Scoring away from home is a huge thing in this tournament. We're looking to get a counter-attack with Paulinho now. He's got a lot of pace about him there. We've lost the ball on Villarina, who's got even more paces into the box. They've hit the post. Mario Gomez hits the post. Oh, that was close. This is going to be a long 90 minutes, I can tell you that, especially after conceding so early on. I was hoping we'd be able to hold on to that lead at least until half-time. Not to worry, we're approaching half-time, 10 minutes until half-time. Apparently we're struggling to deal with the wingers, which doesn't surprise me. There's one more highlight just before half-time. Please don't concede now. This is a terrible time to concede. Tello into Murray, into Muller, Gomez. Oh, no. Mario Gomez has scored and we're 2-1 down just before half-time. I said I didn't want to concede just before half-time, and we have Tello into Mali. Who's that? Didn't track the runner. Prokopic didn't track his runner. Easy ball through to Gomez, and the defence is nowhere to be seen. I'm just going to tell them better show in the second half. Defensively, we've been really poor. Attackingly, not so bad. We're going to go to 60 minutes on defensive, see how things are going at that point, and then maybe switch to something more attacking. Dursun's the only one really playing well at the moment. Zwischenberger's got the assist, but his rating doesn't really reflect how he's been pretty poor. We're going to put Paulinho into the middle, take Giassola off for Gurbic, and we're going to go to attacking. We're going for the game. We're going to up the tempo. We're going to go all out for the game. Who shall I take off in midfield? We're going to take Prokopic for Toby Kynes and put him on as a deep line playmaker. I didn't realise he was on advanced playmaker. Oh, we've just conceded while watching this. Christian Tello has scored. We're 3-1 down. We have to go for the game now. We have to score 2 goals away at Wolfsburg. It's going to be difficult. I can't see it happening. Out wide to Villarina. Too easy. Christian Tello, don't know what Lienhardt's doing there. And Luxa comes out and gets beaten easily. Oh, it started so well. 50 seconds. We were 1-0 up. Well, it looks like we're going to crash out of the Europa League in the first chance we get. We had a nightmare draw, to be fair to us. We couldn't really have done much different with that. Obviously, we can't do much different with that. We don't control the draw. But we just got unlucky with the draw more than anything. Our defence has been so poor this game. We've got a chance to get a consolation, maybe. Kynes with the ball. To Lienhardt. To Jaeger. Into Kynes. Out wide to Trippic. What an awful cross. And there's a counter-attack now. Majoral's in. He shoots. It's just over. It could have made it embarrassing. Paulinho's been injured as well. This game has turned into a nightmare. Trippic has had an absolute nightmare of a game. He's on a 5.7 rating. He maybe won't be starting the next game after performing like that. Maybe still time for a consolation goal. Zwischenberger, a poor pass into the box, intercepted, and it's cleared away by Wolfsburg. Still 15 seconds yet. They've got time to score. Nets intercepts. Back to Luxa. I think that's game over. Started so well. To be fair, we've been absolutely battered this game. 23 shots they've had. We are out in the first round. We've managed to get a lot of money though. Paulinho's injured for 3 to 5 days. We can deal with him missing 1 game. We've had a hell of a lot of money from that. It's helped the finances just a bit. 280k we got from that. Looks like our forays into the Europa League are over. Apparently our expectation was to reach the playoff. We got such an unlucky draw against Wolfsburg because the third qualifying round really doesn't have that many. Look at the teams in it. We could have avoided teams like Marseille, but there was a lot of teams worse than us in this that we could have drawn, but we didn't. Oh well, we're out of the Europa League. Bit gutting. I was hoping to get to the group stage, but we haven't got there. At least we can concentrate on the league now. We're not going to have that distraction, making our players tired and whatnot. We're top of the table after 2 games. We got to go back to the league now and try and finish top. Board expectations still top half. We're top after 1 game. We're out of the Euro Cup, unfortunately. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you have any comments or tips whatsoever, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.